So, hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And I'm doing another live in the same day. I know, I am quite surprised myself. So, guys, as you probably noticed from the title, this is a live talk about uni experience. So, obviously, I finished uni last week, as I keep saying, and I thought, you know what? I've done 2 years of uni. Why not make a video and make it live? So, if I get any viewers watching live, they can also join in on the conversation. So let's start with some things that, so this, I'm going to read from a list of some stuff and then go through it, in my opinion. But, so this is from whatuni.com. So, 50 best things about going to uni. Number one, you'll be overwhelmed with a sense of freedom the minute your parents are out of sight. So, yes, that was the case for me. But in the first year, it was me going down to Weymouth. And then because I had work up here, it's more economical for me to travel back up for the weekend and then travel back down. So, I know I had that kind of half freedom, but half didn't have the freedom because I stayed down there during the week and then came back up. Worthing, I stayed down there a lot. I only came back up every so often if I needed to for work or for going to see a show that was already pre-booked earlier in the year. You get to meet loads of new people. Yeah, you do, but I don't talk to anyone from Weymouth really. And really, again, I don't really talk to many people from Worthing actually. So, yeah. Well, Freshest Week. Now, I only got to experience that in Worthing. I didn't really get to experience that in Weymouth. So I think it just depends. I think because I didn't really go to a mainstream uni, I didn't really get to experience the whole thing. Down in Weymouth, I didn't really hear different things. There weren't that many. I don't think there was any societies down in Weymouth because that was obviously a college. But actually, in Worthing, there was loads of societies. There was like a dancing one. There was loads. You name it. There was loads because it was part of Brighton University as well. Then. Obviously, when you do apply and you get student loans, you get more money than you've ever had before. So, you know, that was a big bonus. Although it doesn't stay like that, I can tell you that for sure. When rent goes in and out, then, yeah. You get to live with people on your own age. Well, for me, funny enough, that didn't actually happen. For me, that was an interesting experience as I ended up renting. Down in Weymouth, they had no one. It wasn't any halls, so I stayed in a place down in Weymouth. She was an amazing landlady. She had 2 cats. I wouldn't fault her for anything. Then I went to Worthing, and again, I couldn't find any like halls of residence because they didn't have any halls of residence there. And normally in the third year, you're off on your own anyway. And because I hadn't found anywhere really to stay and basically get at the moment, which is what I'm now doing, trying to look for places, but also trying to look for jobs at the same time. Again, I didn't find that much down there either. So something I would advise if you are going to a new place and you know you're going to be there for about 3 years or something, do look for jobs before you move, because then at least you can start applying. Do look for places to live before you move, because obviously you need to find somewhere to live. And make sure it's the right one. If you do get a chance, do go up and see it. Obviously, with COVID-19, it's not that possible at the moment, but obviously, if you can, do go and see it in person, because then you get a feel if you know that you feel at home in that, especially when you're going to be away from home for a long time, for about until ages. Good thing is, do go up to, I think, one of the student discount things online. I think it's about £35 for 3 years. But once you have that, you can get a student discount, so do watch out for that. You can eat whenever you want, when you want. That is another bonus. I'm trying to have a look because a lot of it I didn't really get to experience. So you will study things that you want to study and not do anything else. That is true. I did study obviously in theatre, and that's what I've trained in, and that's what my passion is for. So you guys might know about that. Lectures will be. It depends where you go. So with what happened at mine, and I will explain it. So I started in Weymouth, 2 years of uni, and yeah, it was fun. It really was an interesting time. And basically, we started off as 5 people on a course. It then got down to the February half term and it went down to 2. Now, I know I've said that before. I then go into the next year into Worthing, and there was 37 of us. But 37 of us turned into 2 tech people, and that was me and another person. And I don't know what I would do about that. I really enjoyed that really well. And yeah, it's a really good experience. So if you are wanting to go to uni, if you are wanting to experience it, just make sure you research into the area, have a look at some places to look at, get a feel for what you really want to achieve in them 3 years. That's the most vital thing. You can't, for me, going to uni, if you don't know what you want to achieve really, or don't have an ambition or something to want, then you're kind of wasting your money. Because if you don't have that ambition and what you want to achieve, then what are you doing it for? You can't. For me, I knew what I wanted to do it for. I'm now worried of losing that industry that I've wanted to be in for ages. But again, it's something also to experience, I know, but you've got to really vise it up. Is it worth going to uni? Is it not worth going to uni? So this side is worth going to uni. So the pros of it. So for example, you meet new friends, you explore a different city, you start having freedom, you start meeting new friends, you do a load of whatever you do in uni. By the way, I haven't done it yet, and I never did during uni. So I thought I'd let you all know that, just in case you're wondering if I ever, but no, I haven't. Then the con to it is it costs money. You got to repay it back. And is it really going to help you in the long run for your future jobs? That is the question. For me, it will, depending if my job becomes available. But again, we don't know. We're still waiting from the government, and I really wish they could help. And what more can I say? You know, we are trying our best and everything. Second of all, or another opinion or something you should think about, if you are a driver and you want to drive, then maybe look at somewhere that you can drive to, because sometimes you've got to watch yourself, because sometimes in different places you're not able enough to, I think, take your car. So it's a depending if you want your car or if you don't want your car. If you want to use it, if you don't want to use it. For me, I was trying to find something that could accommodate my car, because then at least I have the freedom to go out and back as I please. I could do late night shows. I could basically do anything I needed to, and not have to worry about public transport. And that's another thing. If you don't have a car, or you don't have a license, do look at the local transport around there. So, for example, the buses. Have a look at what time the buses are. Have a look at what time the trains are. Have a look at where they are. Have a look where they run. Also, have a look at the town centre. See what they've got. Have a look at where the big shops are. For example, Tesco's, etc. try and familiar yourself with the area before you move. That way you don't go, shit, where is everything? Where is this? Where is that? You have a rough idea. You can still ask, but you'll have enough idea of knowing whereabouts it is. So that's something I'll give a tip to you guys. Also, be very careful of what you spend. Try and look for the best rent place you can go for. So for me, I went for a good one in the first year. The second year, I went for a nice place, but I don't know whether I regret paying the much I did. But it was fine for what I needed. And actually, I got some decent stuff out of it. I met an amazing other person there that I shared the landlord with. And I still keep in contact with her every day or every couple of days, just checking on how she's doing. She's furloughed because of her age and her health. And yeah, so, you know, it's worth a shot if you want to. But again, it's depending. And hello to anyone that is watching live right now. Would say hello, but no one's obviously commented. So obviously I don't know who is watching and who isn't watching. So obviously when this finishes, it will stay up because this is a live stream, etc. And can go from there. But yeah, so yeah, that kind of really answers everything, I think, about uni in a nutshell. Again, for me, I think I would have changed going to the first place I went. I only say that because I don't want to put it in a harsh way, but it wasn't the best decision I made. I do regret not leaving in the first year. Except I've graduated and I graduated again this year. There are things that I would have changed. And I mean that seriously. There are things I would have changed. I don't know. I just know there are things I definitely would have changed. And, you know, it's an interesting thing. But, hey, never mind. It is what it is. Fate's took its toll again. And that. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, you all take care. I thought I'd do this quick live, just quickly. Hopefully might pop a video up later this week, depending on what I'm doing. And yeah, that basically concludes this week's video, or today's video, sorry. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Have fun.